What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today let's continue with our F1 2017 career mode. We are still in the Haas, and today we are at the Shanghai International Circuit for the Chinese Grand Prix. What is up, Noreg? Welcome to the stream. Let me just minimize this, and yeah. So I already got myself in the track just to get setup fitted onto the car. And yeah, so let me just where can I see that from? Doesn't look like I can see it from here, but whatever. So let's start by checking the overview and the weather forecasts. Dry in all 3 sessions, rain at the end of quali, and rain for the start of the race, but hopefully dry to the end. So we are going to keep ourselves on the dry setup. Let's see how that goes. So track acclimatization program, let's get right on it. Let's just get out onto the track, get the car in lean mix. By the way, let me just adjust my headset better. Okay. I haven't used this setup yet, so let's see how does it feel in the car. Well, at least it felt better than the other times into turn 1. But yeah, let's try that again. Wow, I actually got all purple throughout there. Hey Francisco, welcome to the stream, man. Wow, we are actually getting all purple so far. Yeah, some of the corners in this track are the worst corners in all the game for me. Or in the whole game. Hey Diog, welcome to the stream, man. Turn! That was a poor line, but well. Yeah, we just started, so we are just we are still in the practice programs. But yeah, trying to get another podium this race, but let's see. Almost a perfect lap, so yeah. I'll just give myself a bit of a tow from Hamilton, so I don't stress the engine too much. Yeah, it's pulling away now, so I can coast again. Oh, just want to bring the car back to the pits without too much strain to the tires and the power unit and all that. So yeah, that's why I'm going so slow. Need to conserve the power unit as much as I can. Last season I needed 6 power units and 5 gearboxes. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. By the way, this is also going to be a good opportunity to simulate a pit entry, so I know where to brake, or at least have a general idea of where to brake without going over the pit limit. Like, I disagree with you on that one, because the thing, I wasn't born good on the tire tests or whatever. Like, it's practice, you know, it comes with practice. And yeah, sometimes you learn that you need to adapt your driving style or something like that. But yeah, that's the same thing for every game, I think. There's always a curve of a learning curve. And yeah, you just need to get it. I think it just comes with practice, so I think you would eventually be just fine doing those. Currently P2, but I think only 2 cars made a lap around the Shanghai circuit, so yeah. And they made my lap on lean, so... Looks like Grosjean is coming out of the... Can I look? No, I can't look to the sides at this point. But yeah, looks like Grosjean is coming out of the pits. So, let's move to the tire management program. And yeah, flying lap once again. For example, I don't think I'm too good at China, but eventually I'll get better. And that was a nice exit. I've had much worse of exits through there, or exits out of there. Maybe should have gone, yeah, maybe should have gone to seconds. ARJW, welcome to the stream, man. That was too damn wide. That's going to cost me some time. Now, the next corner is quite crucial for a good tire wear score. Come on, I got caught on the outside curb. Yeah, I got caught there. Well, I'm not too good with setups either, so yeah. It just... Maybe some research will do the trick. You can find plenty of guides online. Especially TRL Limitless made some in terms of what do each setting of the setup affects what on track. So you probably just take a read on that and you'll at least get a better understanding. I don't really care as long as I have flying fins setups. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, who's that? That's Verstappen. So let's let him through. I'm on a in lap. He's on his out lap, but yeah, just go on. Oh, you are in China in your career mode? Oh, nice. Valtteri Bottas with the fastest lap of the session so far, but this doesn't really count for much. I'm not really pushing, as you know. These practice programs are all about conserving the tires and the fuel, so you can't really push too much.
Roman is in P3.
Yeah, I know Roman is in Prix. I don't know if the AI also go for practice programs. Should have lifted the throttle way earlier. Oh well, now I needed to use the brakes. Try not to pull off a Hamilton. Oh my god. Okay, back in the pits we are. Looks like a Ferrari is coming by. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, I quite enjoy my new helmet. Are you doing 100% races? What's the percentage of the duration of the race and the session you are doing? Because if you are like on a 25%, then that's normal for in 2-3 laps the tires to go that high. Also depends on the track.
Best lap so far is a 1:36.3.
Oh, in 25% that's normal then. It could be still a bit lower maybe, but it isn't too bad for 25% race. Okay, fuel saving, so let's go out there.
Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Well, do you imagine me doing a career mode in this camera? Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh yeah, if you use keyboard, it's also very hard. Yeah, it's way better when you have a wheel and pedal combination. Currently losing time. Oh no, I'm gaining already. Back on the Delta, but I'm not being too conservative on the fuel. Okay. Had to lift off in the straight, but still got purple, which is what matters at this point. Let's just take the car back into the pits. By the way, we are expecting the start of the race to be in rain, in light rain, but still rain. So we are probably going to start on the intermediate tires, so we won't need to run both tire compounds during the race.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
But yeah, the next one will be the true test of our pace, the qualifying simulation program. I think the wear from the power unit is quite good after an entire race weekend, going for its second one. Well pulled off a Hamilton, mates. I can be a world champion now. Of course, now there's not gravel there anymore. Well, wait, I actually can't be a world champion now because Glock is not in the pack anymore, so... Well, I forgot my water bottle. At least I have left things to allow me to bottle the race. But, yeah. I'll probably dry off dehydration, so... Huh? Okay, back to the garage, going with the lengthy animation once again. So, let's go to the okay, by the way, team objectives. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go for the qualifying pace. We have 15 minutes until rain, so we need to be quick on this one. Boas, Rui. Hey, man. What's up? Should I be doing last corner in 4th or in 5th? Not really sure, to be honest. Not the best first and second corners I've ever done. So yeah, still need to work on that. Oh, wow, I'm 6/10 off the pace. Well, that's quite a lot. But then again, I also couldn't qualify in Australia, so...
Let's try to find a bit more.
I just can't turn for some reason through there. Whatever.
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on our time.
Oh, just... yeah, that's very slow, the exit of that. Yeah, I'm not really improving my pace. Oh well. Yeah, this isn't one of my strongest tracks, but... yeah, I won't be able to get that one, so let's get back to the garage. Let's do the... what's the name? Let's do the race simulation. Hey Logan, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, I think I can do this program before the rain starts. Yeah, I feel better on 5th during that last corner. And I'm just awful out of turn 1. Could have gone tighter on that apex. Yeah, now this is where the setup shines. Couldn't reach the pads, couldn't go down to seconds, but this is the best first corners I've ever done in this live stream so far. Ooh. I'm going to the... That's bad. I'm going to the... What's the name? I'm going to the curb when braking. I'm drifting, I'm just going slightly to the left when I'm braking for that hairpin. So yeah, that's not optimal. Ah, goddamn grass on the outside there. Accelerating on the curb is also not a good practice. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not my proudest sector to ever. Oh, come on. See, you dip some wheels on the outsides there, you get like stuck on that outside curb. Is it raining already? I think it is.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Not really sure if it's raining or not, but well. Yeah, that was nice. So let's bring the car back to the garage. We completed all of the programs, and so let's go for the end of the session. Let's go to qualifying.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again are a Haas, Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
By the way, for any of you guys who might not know, this is how the last race ended, so this is the same as the race results from last live stream. Homa actually beat me to finish in the 2nd place there. And in the constructors, we got ourselves top spot for the first time in this career mode, which is always a good sign. We actually we were able to take advantage of only one car finish, only one car finishing for Ferrari, even though Vettel won. Oh, okay, man, Payash, welcome to the stream, and yeah, if you are not able to stay for long, that's okay, man. Of course, your studies are always more important, so yeah, just stay as long as you like. So yeah, 800 points we currently have. Okay, man, see ya, man. Let's listen to Emma Jenkins with the targets for the qualifying session.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
So, the team is expecting 8th place or higher and to beat Nico Hulkenberg. I think we can do that. I think we can definitely do that. Let's go to the research and development. Yeah, research and development. What's the cost of that, by the way? 1,000. That's also 1,000. And that's also 1,000. Someone is trying to get into my room. I'm guessing my cousin, because he's struggling to open the door. Quem é? Não podes, agora estou a fazer vídeo. Ou então entra pela varanda. Okay, yeah, so not really much we can do at the moment with the R&D, so let's go to the qualifying session. Anda cá. Então, dá beijinho. Lá, que eu agora estou a fazer vídeo.
Eu não sei quem me veio buscar, eu acho que é a mãe.
Ah?
Mas não sei se ela conseguia levar-me aí o volante.
Não, aquilo só cabe se fores no carro do pai ou isso.
For this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career.
Só chegares na
How do you
PlayStation.
deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take.
Pá,
You're constantly
preciso de
balancing the
embora
car on
agora,
the
tá
edge
bem?
of grip from braking,
Pá,
cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong. And that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily. So try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Okay, boy. Oh, I need to go back to the setup. I need to get a bit less on the fuel for the car. Yeah, 11 laps aren't going to get me anywhere fast. So yeah, let's go out into the track.
Everyone clear? Car to track.
Yeah, those little tweaks I did, the car feels better when turning in. I'm going to let Ocon get through. Yeah, he's on super soft, so he's going to probably overtake me either way. Looks like I was on max the entire outlap. I wanted to be on low for that, but well. Oh, okay, man. Yeah, see you later. Hopefully. Have a good night, man. Max Verstappen with the purple lap so far couldn't spot the lap time. 5/10 slower than him. I'm also on softs, and this lap time was set on the super soft, so I'm guessing that's an acceptable difference in terms of pace. Going to get, at least I'm hoping to get a little bit of slipstream off of Ocon, since he pulled away a little bit after a better exit of the snail corner. A bit too wide, whatever. Still got a good lap. Faster than Ocon, so that's good enough for me. We are going to have rain is forecasted for the end of qualifying. I don't know if it will actually affect Q3 or even Q2, not sure about that. Guess we will check once we get back into the garage. Perez got a faster lap than myself, so I'm in a Force India sandwich currently.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Lewis Hamilton now at the top of the timesheets with a 1:33 lap time. I couldn't really see how many tenths he did, but I think it was 1:33.4. Might be wrong. Okay, just going to let the car roll now. Yeah, Paris is going to the pits as well, so... Oh, he's actually not. Okay. Huh. Looks like he's going for 2 flying laps then. Oh my god, that sunlight. Right on our face. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, currently still in 4th place. I'm guessing we are probably going to go further down, but safely going to Q2, I think. As Grosjean just got out of the garage for a lap of his own. Hey Cordis Die, welcome to the stream, man. So currently still in 4th place. Hamilton actually getting that lap time on super softs. Wow. He's beating his teammate. He's beating his teammate by 1/10.5, something like that. While on something very weird happened there. How is he beating? Is it the Mercedes power unit doing its job? Maybe. Not really sure. But yeah, at the end of the day we got down in 9th place, so still top 10 with the super softs, which is nice. The guys knocked out, same as usual, both Saubers, both McLarens and Renault. Then both Williamses, both Toro Rossos, then Renault completing the bottom half of the field. Then we have Ocon, Mir, Ricciardo, Perez, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton. And the only guy to beat him, despite Hamilton doing this lap on softs, was Sebastian Vettel. Only 13 thousandths of a second ahead, so I don't really know what went on there. That wasn't the simulation lap time from Hamilton as well, so that was massively quick. Maybe they got some very big upgrades to the engine. Okay, so Q2. Oh, by the way, let's just see the weather. So looks like no rain for this session, unless it goes very late. Or comes very late. Yeah, no rain for this session. Let's wait for the graphic to go on a bit. Yeah, it won't... I saw rain is coming, but yeah, it won't affect Q3. Yeah, it definitely won't affect Q3. Yeah, only 45 minutes away. It won't affect Q3, I think.
Checks complete. We're ready.
Okay, so we are forecasted to have rain at the start of the race, so I'm guessing we are starting on inters. But in case we are going to start on the dries, I want to be able to do only one good lap and then go back to the garage. And that way being able to put as less wear on this set of tires as possible, because if I go to Q3, this is the set of tires I'm going to start the race on, as you guys probably know already. So yeah, let's just chill. We have a Mercedes. Can't really see its helmet, but I'm guessing it's Bottas from the rear view. No. Sorry, yeah, it's Hamilton. I saw the yellow only when he got very close to me. I couldn't see before. It was the yellow helmet. I'm going to give him the inside. Oh, quite, wow. Going to take some slipstream from him. Yeah, I need to behave myself a bit more on that last corner. Yeah, Hamilton just pulls away on the exit. The AI are so much better than me at the exit of that corner. I could have gone tighter on this. Can I call it an hairpin? I think I can. I could have gone much tighter through there.
We're low on fuel. You'll need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
Daniel Kvyat, the first to set the lap time, didn't really see what lap time that was. I touched the outside curb. Now I'm going to have massive understeer throughout the entire corner. Grosjean fastest provisorily. Yeah, damn it. What's that? Almost a second off of Hamilton. Yeah, I lost a lot. Let's just bring the car back to the pits. I think this is enough to get through, so yeah, not really worried. even though it was a rather slow lap compared to what I wanted. Missed some apexes, that the last corner before the massive straight wasn't very good either.
Lap times are slower than romance. Slower than romance.
So yeah, we can definitely shave some tenths, but yeah, I think this is going to safely get me through. Okay, so yeah, currently no one, only Ricciardo beat his teammate for 5th place, but he wasn't quick enough to do a lap faster than mine. The Force Indias, both of them, can still get in front of me, but apart from the Ferraris and the Mercedes, as well as the Force Indias, I don't see anyone else getting in front.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
So yeah, back in the garage we are. In P5 now, so probably one of the Ferraris and or one of the Mercedes got a lap done. Okay, so now down to P6. So yeah, maybe one Force India got past me, but at least both my teammate is in front of me, but at least both Mercedes and both Ferraris, especially with such a poor lap I did compared to the top guys. Yeah, Vettel is 1 second faster than me. Yeah. Hey Dabu, welcome to the stream, man. Hey Headless. But yeah, even the Force Indias, yeah, the Force Indias are not able to get me. So yeah, where I need to improve the most is the first sector. The second was quite slow, but that's compared to Vettel, and because we did some mistakes. But yeah, easily through to Q3. Yep, and the knocked out cars are Lance Stroll in 15th, then Sainz, Kvyat, Hülkenberg and Massa, who was either 15th and 14th at the end of Q1. He improved his pace and got himself actually into the 1 minute 33 mark, the only one of the knocked out cars to actually get in that lap lap time range. And yeah, it was still not enough to edge Ocon for 10th place. So yeah, both for Valtteri Bottas down in P8. What? Oh, Ricciardo actually overtook me. So the one underachieving, I'm guessing, it was Bottas. So he maybe got some traffic or something. But yeah, let's go. Let's proceed now to the top 10 shootout. Let's see who gets the top 10 grid spots for the what's the name? For the for the Chinese Grand Prix. So, first of all, let's get ourselves with the Q3 recommended tires. Then what we are going to do is wait for the last couple of minutes.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear.
Is it raining now? What kind of bullshit is that? Like, it said clear skies. Is it raining? Man, this is such bullshit. I don't care. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't care, man. The game clearly told me clear skies, so yeah, I don't... Oh, well. So let's just confirm we are on the Q3 recommended tires. And yeah, let's get out into the track. Okay, so someone is coming out of the pits behind me. Don't really know who that is, but yeah, I guess we will find, because I'm going to do this lap rather slowly to avoid wearing out the tires, the engine and all that. You guys already know. Oh, okay, man. Yeah, see you later. Have a good party, man. Is that a Mercedes behind? I think it is. It's either a Mercedes or my teammate. Oh, it's my teammate, but the dot on the minimap isn't yellow. So, nice one, Cody. I'm going to let him through. Yeah, even Grosjean is getting a better exit out of there. Could have done a better hairpin. Still need to work on that, but well. At least that was below the 133 mark. So that's actually my best lap of the weekend. Yeah, I don't think I have enough fuel to get to the end of the lap, but I'm doing much better already. Ah, he blocked me quite a bit, yeah. I wouldn't be able to get him anyways, so... Just don't want him blocking me, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to go out once again, with enough lap to do 2 laps. Well, no, I won't actually. It's raining, so yeah. I'm expecting P5 to be the best I'll get, because the other cars aren't supposed to improve since the rain is coming down. I wouldn't be able to improve. Under these conditions, even my straight line speed will be reduced because of the rain. So, yeah. So, Hamilton still to do a lap. Yeah, that's not good for him. He's still in the garage as well. Actually got a purple purple third sector. Okay. Grosjean was still 2 tenths faster than me. It's raining. Hamilton is getting the same lap time as me. He's actually faster in the second sector. What the hell is going on, man? Why is he able to do that in the rain? Let's see the lap time he's going to get. That's BS, man. That's such bullshit. Oh well. Looks like we got pushed down out of 5th place.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Vettel, Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Yep, so another pole for Sebastian Vettel, the Ferrari team being as fast as always. But yeah, I think that was a bullshit lap from Hamilton, but whatever. We also got beat from by our teammate, so yeah, struggling a little bit. We actually got beat by him by 2 tenths. So close to be able to get an improvement into the car. We beat Hulkenberg. Everyone likes me a bit more, but I'm still overachieving, so let's listen to the voicemail once again.
Hi, Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Yeah, finish 8 and beat Hulkenberg. As you can see, outside it's raining, or maybe you can't because of YouTube compression and stuff. But it's currently raining. So I'm guessing we are going to start on the... what's the name? On the intermediate tires. So let's see how that first stint goes. As we start the Chinese Grand Prix.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Grosjean, a Haas and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Ocon, Perez and Felipe Massa, Vettel, Hulkenberg, Daniel Kvyat and Sainz, Stroll, Palmer, Fernando Alonso and Stoffel Van Dorn, Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Well, I was going to say Vettel going to win the race, but now that he starts in P11, not really sure.
We're in a better grip position than we were expecting. Let's see if we can hold on to it.
Yeah, as you can see, it's going to be a slight period of a light rain, then we can go to the dry set of tires. But yeah, with a good start, even I can be in the leading position out of the first corner, or at the end of the first lap, if we get a good enough start. So yeah, it's really up in the air now. Let's see if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. We're having a good start on Grosjean. Raikkonen up to first with a good start of his own. Looks like Romain Grosjean got a better second start. Oh my god. Well, that's it. Oh my god, yeah. I just like to have a good start, so I don't really care. I restart until I get at least a decent start, you know, without any crashes. I call a decent start without crashes. If I crash, I restart. Oh, Bottas with a very poor start. Who is that? Oh, going wide once again. But yeah, at least one of the Red Bulls to get the jump on me. Hamilton got second place, overtaken by Raikkonen off the line. Grosjean actually overtook Bottas, so looks like the inside line was much better there for the cars starting on that side of the track. So yeah, let's try not to pull off a Bottas on the outside of this on the exit of this corner. Looks like we got through safely. The top 4 are already starting to pull away a bit. So let's maybe try to catch them. Yeah, the car doesn't really want to turn. Don't really know if I should go up or down on the differential, but let's see. Yeah, Raikkonen is definitely pulling away in the leads of the race. I think it's already at least close to 1 second over a second place Hamilton. Yeah, I think he's more than 1 second away now. He definitely is. Almost spinning out there. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, that was close with Ricciardo. Fortunately managed to be able to stay in P5. Now 3.5 seconds behind Bottas, but that's another problem. Oh, actually got myself quite away from Ricciardo. Maybe he had a poor exit and held everyone up behind him. Not really sure what happened there with him. Yeah, quite slippery there on the outside, so not really a smart idea to go there. No, I didn't want front brake bias, I wanted rear brake bias. Yeah, let's see. I'm curious for the end of the rain, because I don't know if the guys are faster than me in the rain just because they are actually faster, or if it is just the setup more oriented for the wet weather for them. Don't really know. Yeah, I just need to survive this. I just need to be careful. Avoid spinning out or something silly like that, and then we can start thinking about being competitive. Weather report.
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Really? Okay. How can you not provide that information? You have a fucking new Jazz radar right in front of you.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Well, I just got the purple last sector, so... looks like I'm actually catching up to Bottas. I'm guessing the second sector is going to be where I lose time, but at least I gained time on him during the last sector and the first sector, which is positive.
Okay, the weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
Yeah, I am happy as well, but I cannot wait to go into the dry compounds. Just can't wait for that. Come on. The good part is not is that I'm not getting bothered by Ricciardo. Broke a little bit too late for the wet, I think. Still managed to stay in the track. Oh, just as I say that, right? The car tries to kill me. Bottas around the outside of Grosjean through the last corner, pulls his way along, and yeah, gets up to P3, but at cost of a huge gap to Hamilton now. Hamilton in the meantime got himself back on Raikkonen's gearbox. So yeah, those two lost loads of time. Maybe I can just set a purple lap, so maybe I can get advantage of those two when I reach, for example, the massive straight. When the rain stops, should I go for softs or super softs? Not really sure. I'm going for softs just to get them out of the way, you know. Then we'll see how the pace is and what we can do and how many laps we can do on the super softs. But yeah, for the time being, maybe the soft is the best race tire. Just because we don't know how many laps it's going to take for them to get worn out. And I'm afraid the super soft gets worn out too quickly.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds.
Yeah, already 1.6 seconds to Grosjean. Okay. Another purple last sector, so I gained 7/10 on Grosjean during the last sector alone. Much better turn 1 than him as well. Oh my god.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
Don't worry, Jeff, another purple first sector.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
I know, Jeff, I just don't need them for the time being.
Raikkonen's out in front.
Yeah, I just lose too much on the second sector to be able to come back at them in the third. Even though I'm definitely faster than them. At least Bottas and Grosjean and me have caught up to the top 2. So we are faster than them. Why did I stay in 5th? I wanted to drop down to 4th, or at least that's what I'm usually doing in these conditions. But yeah, my brain just farted there. Can I try something around Grosjean? Because I was much faster last time around here. If I was closer, I would have been able to get him in turn 1. But yeah, what's the gap over Verstappen even overtook Ricciardo? So yeah, now Verstappen is the best placed out of the Red Bulls. And they are around 10 seconds behind, so yeah. I need to get in front of Grosjean, because Grosjean is dropping a bit behind the cars ahead, as you can see probably. But me myself not being able to get him is quite problematic at the moment. Hey Jesse, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoyed the race. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream, man.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
They have mechanical problem. Is right on the rear end of Hamilton. Okay. He's still in 3rd place, but he's right on the rear end of Hamilton. But I'm guessing he's going to start to drop behind now. Vettel has not been able to go through the pack as quickly as I was expecting. He's still at least not in 6th. He's at least behind Verstappen.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Okay, Bottas, Grosjean is all over Bottas. Oh, we have a DNF in that massive back straight. There's someone retiring, and Marcus Ericsson is the first retirement of the Chinese Grand Prix. Oh my god, Grosjean was trying to get Bottas on the inside. He's getting too slow. I couldn't really get the traction to get him, but now on the switchback, he turned into me, but avoided contact, fortunately. And we got in front of the French. Now we can't overtake Bottas because of the yellow flags, but nonetheless, taking the slipstream, and hopefully we are going to be able to do so. At the end, yeah, green flags again, and now that's quite deep, but yeah, that's what I had to do. I just don't want to be held up by those two guys.
Tá-se bem.
Bottas is still holding up Grosjean. Grosjean might even get himself front wing damage out of all that, but yeah, they are still side by side through the approach onto the first corner. Looks like the Frenchman finally pulled through. But on the minimap they are still ahead. They are still side by side, I mean. Grosjean finally pulled himself away from Bottas, who unfortunately, he was doing a good race. But unfortunately for him, he just now suffers from mechanical problems and is going to drop back. Hey Fabrice, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoy. You are expecting box at lap 12? Okay. At lap 11 actually. That might be the case, but Jeff will tell me when the truck is ready, so...
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Okay, copy that.
I would like to go for softs though. Grosjean is going to stack. I blocked Hamilton a bit, so Raikkonen got a wider gap to the British.
Go now.
Hamilton is on super softs. I didn't see Raikkonen's, but I'm guessing he's on softs as well.
White line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you
Bottas going for super softs. Oh my god. Bit of understeer there. Yeah, the track is still moist, of course, so we need to be careful on these next couple of laps. But first, let's see. Let's try to make the most out of it on the traction, and let's try to catch up to Lewis Hamilton. Of course, he's going to be faster in the second sector, because I'm guessing the cars ahead have a more wing. Because it rained in not in qualifying, but they were foreseeing the rain at the start of the race, so maybe they went with a more downforce driven setup. I don't think I have too low wings. I'm running 6.5 currently, but they might have more. Some cars still on inters. Going to lap at the end. Going to pit at the end of this lap. Oh my god, turn! Não, baixa lá, tipo, isto apanha a música, meu. The fuck, okay, whatever. Yeah, let's see how the gap is to Hamilton at the end of the lap, and then we can work from there. What? Didn't? Huh? Didn't Grosjean pit behind me? I thought so. Oh, yellow flags on the main, not on the main straight, but on the start-finish straight. There's someone stopped on the pit entry. Oh, oh! who was that? That's Raikkonen and Verstappen. Verstappen wanted to go in, Raikkonen wanted to turn, and I'm guessing they are a bit confused, right? Where's Hamilton? Hamilton is reversing to the track, but Hamilton is going to do a 1000 point corner or turn to get himself back on the pit lane. That gave the lead to Hamilton. Oh my god. Raikkonen a DNF in the first 5 laps of the Australian Grand Prix, and now when he was leading the race he gets punted by Verstappen, and Hamilton is gifted the lead. And once again, not Manor, what the hell am I talking about? Once again, the Haas F1 team has a double podium finish on the cards, maybe, if we can pull through to the end on this. But yeah, let's see how the pace is compared to Hamilton. Of course, we did a big mistake in turn 1. So yeah, I'm getting purple sectors, but that's not going to be a purple lap for sure. Turn! I'm not even sure how Raikkonen wasn't disqualified for reversing. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap. I don't think I'm going to take it. Nope, 2 seconds slower because of my huge mistake into turn 1. Let's now try and make it a lot cleaner this time. Looks like we are able to do that, at least so far. Kimi Raikkonen with the fastest lap of the race now, so yeah, he's pushing to get back onto the lead of the race. Pushing quite hard indeed, by the looks of things. Didn't see the gap to Hamilton. Could have taken a wider entry, but yeah, still decent. Don't really know if I should entry that corner in 3rd or 4th. We are losing fuel even on standard, even though slowly, we are definitely losing it. Oh, that was deep.
The gap to the leader is 6.5.
Yeah, definitely losing time to Hamilton. So he's quicker at the moment. Looks like both Ferraris are the ones in 4th and 5th place currently. By the way, let's see the standings. So, Lewis Hamilton is leading, then we have me from P5 to P2, then Grosjean P4 to P3, then we have Perez, then Vettel, then Verstappen, Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen in P8, so I was wrong about the placement of Ferraris. Then we have Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hülkenberg completing top 10. Then we have Lance Stroll, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, Julian Palmer, Daniel Ricciardo, having a very bad start of a race. Then Stoffel Van Dorn, Pascal Wehrlein, Felipe Massa, and Marcus Ericsson is the only guy who DNF'd so far in the first 13 laps of the Chinese Grand Prix. So yeah, I'm still losing to Hamilton, even though just... I don't think it's 1 second per lap. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable. Going down to third this time. I felt fine, so yeah. I know you guys can't see my minimap, but Grosjean is not showing up as a yellow dot on the minimap. Once again, I'm going too late into the corner. Let me just go back to 54%, as that's how the setup was originally. I just changed it because of the rain at the start. 7.3, so what, 0.8 per lap is the difference between Hamilton and me. I think this lap was decent. Let's see if we maintained the gap to M. Well, just as I say that, we didn't set any purple sectors, so... Yep, once again. Oh. Well, at least I think the gap was shorter during that lap, at least. I didn't lose as much as in previous laps. So I improved myself as well, which is nice, at least. Well, I don't think I am too fast myself. This is not really my strongest track, so that's probably just normal for him to be faster than me. Well, last time I saw someone going into the pits, it was Raikkonen getting rammed by Verstappen, so I don't think I want to get rammed by Verstappen. I don't want a young Dutchman ramming my insides. So I'm guessing I'll stay out of the pits for the time being. But thanks for the advice, man. By the way, welcome to the stream, Omar. Well, that was a consistent pace I did in the last two laps. 18 thousandths of a second splitted on the lap times from those last two laps. So yeah, I'm being consistent and Hamilton is being consistently faster than me. And sometimes that's just how life goes. car behind.
That is Roman behind you. The gap behind us is 3.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:38.1.
Well, he's faster than me. He was at least 1/10 faster than me throughout the last lap.
The
5/10.
teammate is 3.6 seconds.
Well, I know. Yeah, the Ferraris are massively quick. What I wanted to say. Yeah, Hamilton is 5/10 faster than me per lap. We are quite split from each other. Even the guys behind Grosjean, they are catching up to him, but they still have at least, what, 5 laps before they catch up? Or before they meet him. Well, that could have gone better. I was trying to hold fifth around that long right-hander and then drop down to third, but didn't really work out as I wanted. Or didn't really work out as I wanted. Well, the Ferraris are on a charge, definitely, but perhaps me and Grosjean, we don't have the slowest cars, you know? We are quite competitive. We have the best car in terms of aerodynamics, and we are fourth in terms of the power units. Only our chassis is very bad. We are in the bottom 3. Even though just one upgrade of the chassis is going to jump us to 5th, so maybe 4th. So yeah, we are not really that far off the midfield teams, but then the gap is very big to the top 4 or the top 3. No, the top 4, because Force India is actually up there and further far away from the rest of the midfield teams. They are actually keeping up with the top teams in terms of the development race in the chassis department. Or at least last time I checked. I had that impression. Should have gone down to 3rd. I feel faster if I go down to 3rd there. I think Grosjean is catching up to me. Yup, he is. I'm being rather slow now that I'm talking and all that. Of course, I would like to speak to be able to entertain you guys, but of course, as I think it's understandable, my pace drops a little bit. Still a purple 3rd sector, so yeah, I am fast. I have less wing than the AI. That's why I was so slow during the rain period, but now I'm not as fast as Hamilton, but I'm considerably fast. I'm moderately fast. Okay. I'm just so afraid of having some form of oversteer. Like, if the car just snaps, I don't want to have that. Maybe could be pushing harder on some of those traction zones, but I really don't want to ruin these results. And Grosjean already beat me once in a race. We finished P2 in Australia, I finished P3. So, yeah. With this I might be able to take the lead of the championship. I don't... No, actually not, because Hamilton is going to overtake me. So not really... Yeah, Hamilton is going to overtake me in the championship if it ends like this. Championship standings.
As things stand, we'll be third in the championship.
Yeah, we'll be third. I don't think I'll be enough to overtake Vettel, and then Hamilton will overtake me for sure. I'll get tied with Grosjean in terms of points, because both of us, if it ended right now, both of us will... both of us would have a third and second place. So we would be tied on points. I don't know who would get the lead.
Ben,
Diz.
ligas-me aí a Playstation lá no avô.
Fábio,
O
eu não
avô
posso
deixou.
fazer isso.
Será que tu não consegues?
Eu não posso fazer isso, estou agora a fazer o vídeo, Fábio.
É live stream.
Yeah,
É sério.
yeah. Vá. Okay. Let me just check one thing quickly. Okay. Oh, that is bad. Who's that? Is that a back marker? I'm guessing so. Hamilton is 12 seconds up the road. There's a train of 3 cars just came out, are just approaching the end of the first sector. Not really sure if Hamilton is being held up by one of those, but I don't see any blue flags in them. So my guess is Hamilton already got past. No, okay, Hamilton is the middle car. Okay. I'm coming up in to last placed Massa. Yeah, Grosjean has caught up to me, and Vettel is catching up to both of us. Right, Massa, come on, man. Yeah, then you pull right out of the way of Grosjean, right? My luck, man. Why couldn't I just meet him in the goddamn DRS zone? He's going to get DRS to Vettel, so that helps. Oh, the understeer. Fortunate to be able to not lose the car. Oh, okay, I don't break the front wing from the initial impact, but... Okay, whatever. Oh, this game is bullshitting me today. Only when I stop I get the damage, okay. Yeah, Grosjean is right on my gearbox. And yeah, that's what happens when I am pushing the car. That was bound to happen one of these times. Well, here comes Romain. As you can see, the wing difference is big enough for him to not be able to overtake me. But yeah, Vettel is right behind us now. He's under 1 second of Grosjean. I would say 5/10 of Grosjean. Yeah, we are still losing fuel even on standard. So yeah, we are about to have some battles. I just don't want Vettel to get ahead of us. When am I supposed to pit? Lap 37? Okay. What's that? 14 laps more? Okay. Coming up on back markers. Once again, I'm not going to be able to overtake him in the DRS zone. I won't even have DRS off of Van Dorn. Pick a side, man. Just pick a side, please. Yeah, just block Vettel, maybe. No, he wasn't even able to do that. I think I'm going to be able to get DRS off of Verline. So finally we get DRS off of a back marker. Nope, looks like not. He was massively slow on the approach to this left-hander. So you might even try to yield the track position in the upcoming corner. No, he didn't, so yeah, now I'll have I was going to say live stream, but no, it's slipstream and DRS, and please some cornering ability. What was that? No, I want to give a toe to Grosjean. Grosjean, please resist. Resist, mate. Come on, keep yourself on the inside of Vettel, please. Yeah, pull yourself through, get my slipstream. Yeah, I was able to get back at Vettel. Thank God. Really, Grosjean? Come on, that's bullshit. How can he not avoid me? Was I that slow? Come on. I'm surprised Grosjean didn't try a move down the inside. Actually. Come on, what? Okay. Could you follow me to deny DRS to Vettel at least? No? Okay. Oh, first I had understeer, now I have oversteer. What the hell is going on today? I'll tow Grosjean so he can at least keep himself ahead. Of Grosjean. Well, do you have something better to say today, man? Because if not, you can leave. Yeah, this is not a very good combination. This is one of the only tracks, if not the only, where I lose fuel, even on standard. And it's also a track where I'm not really good, so I can't pull away and lift off and coast to save fuel. So that's unfortunate. At least I haven't been like full on attacked by any of those two. I wanted to upshift to third on the exit, missed the pedal for the upshift. Oh! Yeah, that's easy to lose the backhand there when you are pushing. Grosjean, move to me so you don't give slipstream to Vettel. Like, no idea what he's thinking about, but well. Yeah, Hamilton, unless he DNFs, I don't think we are going to catch him. So, okay, 8 laps until our expected pit stop. So, 19 laps on the super softs is that we are expected to make. I'm going to pit 1 lap early. I'm going to pit at lap 36 just to maybe get an undercut on those guys, even by 1 lap. It's always better than getting undercut by them. Finally, Grosjean moves. Well, still not enough. He's still giving the RS to Vettel. He's still keeping him in contention. Come on. Oh, Hamilton is in the pits for mediums. Is anyone else going to do that? Not sure. Whoever is in 4th place did. But yeah, that's going to give us the lead of the race. Of course, he has an entire pit stop of advantage, but we are going to stop in 7 laps time, really in 6 laps time, for a brand new set of super softs. Check one thing. Who's that behind Vettel? Oh, stupid question. Yeah, that's Hamilton. Finally, Grosjean is not giving the RS to Vettel. God damn. Or not the RS, but the slipstream. Maybe Hamilton is going to attack the Ferrari driver. Of course, Hamilton is on mediums, but he's on much fresher mediums than his super softs. Vettel is going to the pits, probably to fit a set of mediums himself. By doing that, he's going to get clean air, hopefully for him. And now we are going to have to contest the charge of a Mercedes instead of having the Ferrari battle with him. Not very good. Hopefully Grosjean battles with him, slows both of them down, and I can do some good laps until my pit stop. Oh, slight lockup. That's going to compromise my exit. Yeah, couldn't really get the apex there. Grosjean with a much better exit. Surprised he didn't pull the trigger on me into this right-hander. Probably because he has the DRS zone ahead. That's probably why the AI don't try to pull maneuvers there. Can you move at least behind me? Like, thank God. Are you going to keep yourself behind me? You are not even going to take the outside line. Okay. Nice. Had I known that, I would have gone to the outside there. Whatever. Currently leading the race we are. Hamilton right behind us. He has a pit stop in hand, so I'll lose about 22 seconds, something like that, when I go for my pit stop at lap 36. But I'm going to be on the super softs while he's going to be on the mediums. So maybe if I went on the mediums in lap 27, I'll be able to take those to the end. But whatever. I'll still be, well, not quicker than Hamilton. Well, possibly quicker than Hamilton. But let's see. Don't really know why Hamilton went on to mediums. It could have it would be perfectly fine to go to what's the name? To go to softs until the end of the race, I think. From where he pitted, but well. Well, those two are side by side once again. Grosjean has the inside. That's going to turn into the outside for the Frenchman. Those two are going to lose time. Oh, Grosjean went into the pits. As I do a purple third sector. Hamilton doesn't have DRS on me anymore, but he has much fresher tires, even though they are mediums. Going to get Kvyat in front, which is a poor time to catch up to him, but well, yeah, Vettel is on purple lap territory at the moment. Grosjean just got overtaken by Perez, and the exit. Oh,
We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low, and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
This was really a gift from the gods. Finally, a safety car goes my way. Hamilton isn't going to stop, but he's going to be on mediums. And I'm going to be on the super soft, so yeah. Oh, let's try not to get a penalty because of speeding under safety car. That would be nice. Pass Palmer? Well, I'm not up on Palmer. Palmer is actually the one who retired, so of course I'm going to overtake him. That's okay. Oh. Game, please.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
So yeah, Perez still out. He's probably going to pit. I don't know for which set of tires. Yeah, Perez is in the pits.
Go, go, go.
Stoffel Van Dorn out of the race? Why? Don't you tell... it's not here. Race director. Why is he out? Oh, lots of... Yeah, it was raining in the first corner, so that's understandable. Ricardo, it was a stop and go penalty, so that's why he was down into 16th or whatever that was. Terminal damage and Carlos Sainz collision with safety car, okay. Van Dorn probably also collided with the safety car. Oh, Vettel is on mediums as well.
Let's get some heat into those tires.
So yeah, I can get a win here, boys. Yeah, just call your friends and share the stream, because this is going to be tasty. My tires are going to wear out quickly, but I'm going to be battling guys on mediums, so... And I've taken the super softs for how long? The softs for how long? Where am I? I'm up there, so I need to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24. 24 laps on super softs. And I need to do... Well, after Alonso out of the race as well, so both McLaren's out, probably due to collisions with the safety car, or maybe, I don't know, speeding under safety car? I have no idea, really. But yeah, what am I going to do? 22 laps, well, not really 22, probably just 20 by the time the safety car comes into the pits and the race is restarted.
Stay out. There's no need to box under this safety car. We have nothing to gain from new tires.
Well, of course, I just pitted, so yeah, that's not a really good... that's not a really smart thing to do, to pit again, right? So, Hamilton is in the lead, followed by me, then Grosjean, then Raikkonen. So yeah, this is going to be... Oh, Alonso is there.
We are authorized to take the position from the car ahead.
No, we are not. Yeah, going to stay here behind Hamilton. Hopefully I don't get brake checked, but I'm not Vettel and this is not Baku, so I have a positive feeling about this.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They seem to have an issue.
How do they seem to have an issue? Until the restart, I don't know. We are all going very slowly, so... What do you mean, game? Grosjean is on softs, right? Yeah, okay. And then Raikkonen on mediums, Verstappen on softs. So yeah, maybe the Ferraris are going to get overtaken by me. Not by me, by Grosjean. But if Hamilton has problems, maybe Grosjean can come up to P2. And maybe we have our first career P1-2 finish. Because since Hamilton apparently has problems, unless he fixes them during the safety car period, I might be able to get P1 right on the restart. Going to save as much fuel as I possibly can. Not even going to drop gears to not give any wear to the gearbox. By the way, speaking of wear, after almost 2 entire race weekends, my first power unit is holding quite well, I think. Oh. Had to brake there a bit. Avoid the rear end of Hamilton, please. But yeah, give me a second. What?
Dá para eu levar para casa aquele PlayStation?
Fala comigo.
Dá para levar a PlayStation?
Não, porquê?
É que para a minha casa é que lá eu já passei todos os jogos que eu gosto. E lá eu podia tentar passar o Uncharted, que a televisão até
Eu vou-te comprar agora jogos no Natal, não te preocupes.
Não, mas posso eu levar?
Não, não podes porque eu preciso da PlayStation para fazer vídeos.
Precisas?
Jogando turismo e isso, porquê é que está toda a gente a entrar no meu quarto?
Não é preciso casar.
Fechem a porta depois. Estou a tentar fazer um vídeo. That's my cousin. He wanted to take to his home my PS4. Because he already played all of the games he had on my old PS3. I gave him my PS3 when I got the PS4. So he already passed like all the games that had a story mode or anything like that. He already played them all. So he wanted the PS4 to play Uncharted. But yeah, I can buy him the first 3 Uncharted for Christmas, but yeah. By the way, let me check one thing. Quality content, right? With the family invasion. Oh well. I'm guessing the safety car is going to the pits now. So yeah, hopefully.
Safety car in
Yeah.
this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tires are up to temperature.
Fuck my life! Why are you braking that much on that car? We are not even close to the freaking restart. Why are you already so slow? Oh well. My god! Look at this! I'm 50 miles per 50 kilometers per hour. Yeah, the pack is definitely close. Massa currently in 15th, splitting the top 5 from the rest of the field, since Raikkonen is 5th place and then Ricciardo is behind Massa. Either Ricciardo or Verstappen, I don't really know. Let me take a peek. I can't really see. I can see it's a Red Bull, but he's too far away for me to be able to read his name tag. Maybe now in the airpin, but that's going to be too close to the restart point, so... Dá-me um segundo, já me falas, dá-me um segundo. Okay, so the race is going green soon.
Okay, clear.
Yes, green flag racing is on again. Let's see how quickly we can overtake Hamilton.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Does Hamilton still have his problems? I don't know. I'm going for it nonetheless. I almost got squeezed to the grass there, but I got the lead, which is good. Now let me just pull away, break DRS range. Diz.
Olha, se tu podias usar a tua conta um dia, ir lá a casa e usar a tua conta na PlayStation 3 para eu poder ter jogos de graça. Jogos.
Podes.
Eu não consigo ter nenhum nem sequer na PlayStation 3.
Ok, depois eu dou-te, sim, tá bem.
Obrigado. Tchau.
Tchau. Yeah, boring times for my cousin, because my uncle did a factory reset to the PS3. Well, he didn't want the PS4 now. He wanted to, because my uncle did a factory reset to the PS3. Now he lost the connection to my PSN account, so he can't even get like the free games you get per month or anything like that. So he can't even get free games. He can't even download the games I had bought from the PSN or from the PS Store. So yeah. I'm guessing those are boring times. So tomorrow I'll go to his house and put the account back on the PS4. Okay, we broke the DRS range. We broke the what's the name? The 1 second gap. But it's still Vettel now in P2. Grosjean is close to him. Let's see if Grosjean can take advantage of his softer tires to overtake the German and current championship leader. Grosjean could take his second place finish in a row. We got our first double podium finish in this career mode yesterday at Australia, and we are on pace to doing the same today. But we also have the opportunity at least to take home our first 1-2 finish of our career mode. Yeah, I want to break the 1 second gap to give Grosjean a better time.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
But yeah, only now DRS is online. So yeah, Vettel has not been able to get DRS all this time. So yeah, and I want to make him still not be able to dispose of that to defend from the Frenchman. Even though Grosjean dropped back slightly. 8-10 separating me and Vettel. Vettel is other 8-10ths behind the German. Yeah, he's massively quick even on those medium tires. I could be beating them quite handily if I wasn't goddamn slow on this track.
Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Well, I think they are in a good direction. They seem like they have a good car. Looks like their aerodynamic, like the front end, the front wing, for example, is quite worked.
Got that confirmed.
So yeah, I think they can catch Red Bull, especially if their partnership with Aston Martin or whoever they are going to partner with for the engine supplier, if that doesn't really give them upgrades in comparison to Renault, they can still be caught by Force India. Especially with Force India being a Mercedes power unit team, for the time being at least. I would like Force India to actually get to be contenders. Oh, yellow flags. Someone is retiring, I think. Either someone is retiring or just got contact and spun out in the first corner. Because someone went onto the inside at the first corner. Can I still check who that is? Probably they are still parked at the side of the road, right? Oh, it was Bottas. Well, Bottas pulled the Bottas. I'm guessing Bottas went to the outside, clipped the grass, and around she goes. Where is he? He's dropping to... yeah, he's out of the points. So yeah, really nightmare end of race for the Mercedes team. Because Hamilton with problems and Bottas spinning out when he was top 5, top 6. Yeah, I can't really pull away from that Ferrari, so... guess I'll need to just try and defend from him using the superior grip on the exit of the corners. I need to just save the tires because pushing to try to pull away gave me a bit more tire wear than what I wanted, so yeah, 11% in 4 laps, so at this pace that's 5% per... that's 5% for each 2 laps. So I'm going to do 20 more since the end of the safety car, so that adds up to 50% of tire wear, maybe more. So yeah, I need to save them. I need to be soft on them in order to not outright lose too much to Vettel. Vettel's tires are going to outlast mine and Grosjean. And even Grosjean are going to outlast mine, so I need to be careful with the power application and all that. But yeah, I don't know if I answered your question in a satisfactory manner, but yeah, I think they are headed in the right direction. Of course, that Mercedes power unit is helping them a fair bit, you know. But it's also helping Mercedes a fair bit, so yeah, it's not really an issue, right? What? Oh my god, I was looking at the chat. Yeah, F1 will survive without Ferrari. Like, I don't really care. Of course, Ferrari has been almost synonymous with F1 for quite a long time, and the other way around as well. So I don't think Ferrari will leave, because being in F1 gives them quite a big reputation as well. So you know what I mean? So I don't think they'll leave. Lots of teams are unhappy with the 2021 engine changes. I think the worst part is just the amount of power units. Yeah, they are cheap, but they still don't allow racing to occur. It's only going to make worse for the drivers who now need to save the engines even harder. So every race is going to be a procession, basically. Off of the field will retire every race. At the minimal sign of problems, they are going to just call the driver to go to the pits and retire. So, because they can't afford a faulty component to affect the others, you know? So at the minimal sign of problem, right to the pits they go. So off of the field, or something like that, will be out of the race. So yeah, that's just... In terms of the specifications themselves of the engines, I haven't read too much into it, but they look fine. The thing that bothers me is just the amount of power units they are allowed to use. Which for me is insanely low. Like, we already don't have refueling. We already have hybrid engines. Like, just let the guys use an engine per race, really. Like, go back to 05, for example. I think they still had one engine per race, basically. Or get rid of the Parc Fermé rule, so the cars can have the optimal setups for the qualifying and the race, so they are at peak condition, basically. Because then they are not really as fast as they could be in qualifying, because then they have to account for the race pace, you know? Like, just shake up things. We already are saving the environment so much and reducing costs so much in other areas. Just, yeah, the power units are quite expensive, but they could afford 5, in some cases 6 and 7 power units this season. They are going to survive with at least 5 power units again. Especially if they are cheaper, which I think they are going to be cheaper. They can still have the 5 power units if they are made cheaper. I might be saying a bunch of bullcrap because I'm not really educated too much. I haven't read too much about the rule changes, and I just don't get myself into that mess, to be honest. I probably should, to be able to give informative opinions to you guys. So I'll probably start reading more into the news and all that, but I just... I get home from work and do the live stream for you guys, and then I go to sleep, so I don't really have time. Still, the top 3 quite compact. At least Vettel hasn't tried to dive bomb me or anything of the sort. I would love Grosjean. Raikkonen is catching up to us as well, but I would love Grosjean to overtake. Oh! Well.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, I feel like they are in the right direction, especially like in the communication to the fans, or just the environment for each race. I never gone there, but from people I know who go, I get their feelings like the engagement with the fan, with the off-track activities and all that, has been better than ever, basically. And yeah, the esports series is also a great way to promote it. Like, you know, I think we are going in the right direction. But yeah, just the way, it's not really even the racing itself anymore, because this season has been amazing, right? Because Pirelli screwing up has made the racing the best in a couple of years. because they screwed up. The tires aren't supposed to be lasting this long this season. Of course they didn't know. You know, they had to make the tires harder to support the higher forces going through them in these new cars. But they went a bit too hard. So the tires ended up lasting more than what they intended. But yeah, that's why the racing is so good, because they don't need to conserve the tires religiously anymore. Now, it's not scripted, it's just people, not people, it's just that the drivers aren't allowed to race. If the drivers were allowed to actually race, it would be better, and they were actually allowed to race more this season, because they don't have to be so on top of their tires anymore. I don't think the field needs to be competitive for everyone. Like, I'm fine as it is. You can go up through the ranks, like, yeah, of course the funding you have gives you a boost, but Mercedes wasn't this strong in 2010 or 2011 when they arrived or whatever, you know. Well, they were basically Braun GP, who won the championship in 09, but still, they weren't the best team in 2010 onwards. Yeah, the guys who own the teams are investing lots of money. Like, if they were scripted to be last and lose all of their investments, it would be bullshit. Yeah, no, it's not scripted. It's just that the cars are not allowed to race. Not the cars, well, the cars as well, but the drivers are not allowed to push. Now they are allowed to push the tires this season, but then they are not allowed to push the engine, for example. So, yeah. Yeah, for example, the format of the weekend, you don't need to mess around with it. It's perfect as it is. F1 doesn't need like a sprint race or whatever. The weekend is the build-up to the main event, period. You know? At the music festival, you don't go every day, because some days you just don't enjoy the bands or the artists going there. So whoever you like the most, the day we're going to watch is the big event for you, because you are going to see a band or group or whatever that you actually like. The other ones are just like the practice sessions. Those who enjoy it can go there. Yeah, the company doesn't make as much money from the practice and qualifying, because of course they are not the main event, but they are not supposed to be the main event. So yeah. Well, the penalties, like, what are they supposed to do? Like, right? You are supposed to get a penalty for going over the limit, you know? If people, like, it's not their fault that teams opt to take 40 penalties to get 2 entirely new power units. I think the penalties are fair. Just teams just go, like, and start on the previous Grand Prix. That's the team's option. That's not the fault of the rules, I think. I'm guessing, yeah, like 40 positions of a grid drop, of course, yeah, it's going to the end of the pack, always. But the penalties weren't intended, I guess, to be taken all at once, I think. The thing is that you want to have like the same power unit, you know, like the first components to get used, they are like in one single package. You don't switch the turbocharger from Austria to get it with the ICE from Australia, to get it with the MGOH from China, you know, like you don't swap around, you don't mix and match like that. That's why the teams take so many grid position loss or penalties when they actually change power units. I'm pulling away from Vettel now, wow. Yeah, it's more optimal way for the teams to just get the bunch of penalties at once, especially if they are a top team. But yeah, I think maybe, yeah, maybe that's a failure on the rule itself. Maybe it was not put into into effect with the. Well, it didn't take into account. I'm trying to race and speak at the same time. It's hard, sorry. It did not take into account the fact that teams would just explore that and use them all in the same race. But yeah, I'm guessing they were just thinking about if you need to replace a faulty component. For example, during practice you see your MGOK is going bad, you know? You can just replace it and put it back in the car without compromising the rest of the power units. You get the small penalty. Five places isn't that big, I think. You know, that's what I think they had in mind, like a mix and match sort of thing with the power units, with the power unit components. The thing is that it's not optimal to do that, I think. So the teams don't do that because it's not optimal. Hey James, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoyed the last laps. Oh, we are already in lap 49. I've been actually very good with the tires. I was expecting to be like 40% at this point. How's the fuel? It's still quite healthy. So Grosjean, hey Aram, welcome to the stream. So Grosjean was in P3 until he DNF'd a couple of laps ago. So we are going to get overtaken in the championship by... No, we are actually going to have the same points in the championship as Ferrari. Because last time Raikkonen DNF'd, Raikkonen DNF'd, Vettel won, and Haas got a second and third place. Now it's the reverse. I will win. Grosjean retired, and Ferrari will get a second and third place. So I think we'll have the same exact points as the Ferrari. I would like Vettel to get overtaken by Raikkonen. That would be helpful in terms of the championship. There's someone behind Raikkonen. Oh, there's a Red Bull. After this corner, I'll check the race director to see the pack order. So let's take a look at the race director. So I'm leading, followed by Sebastian Vettel. Oh yes, I have, sorry. Only now I noticed. Let me check OBS to see, like, is it... I think it's fine. Is it fine? Yeah, I think it's fine now. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I'm leading, followed by Vettel, then Raikkonen. It's Verstappen. Then Perez, Ocon, Ricciardo, Hamilton. Then Hülkenberg. Then Sainz, closing top 10. Bottas, after his spin, is down in 11th, followed by Stroll, Kvyat, Massa, Verline. And then from there on, everyone DNF'd, right? Yeah, Grosjean, Alonso, Palmer, Van Dorn, and Marcus Ericsson DNF'd. So, yeah, quite chaotic race. As you can see, I started P5, got first, I'm currently at first. Vettel started on pole, got a 10th place grid penalty for whatever reason, back to P2. Raikkonen started in P2, got third, he actually got first out of the line, because he overtook Hamilton, who got promoted to first. Raikkonen had a better start, overtook Raikkonen right off the line, really. Verstappen 7th to 4th, Perez 9th to 5th, Ocon as well doing a great job. Ricciardo was 16th place after the first pit stop, because he got a 5-second stop and go penalty. He's up to 7th, as you can see. Lewis Hamilton got some issues. I got contact from Jeff to tell me Hamilton was having issues during the safety car. Then at the restart he just dropped through the pack like a stone. I don't know if he's still dropping or not, but he's currently in a very low position. He who has missed the podium in the first two races, it looks like, unless there's a crazy amount of retirements in the last 6 laps. He came home 4th place behind me in Australia and is now struggling for pace, unless he has already fixed his problems. I haven't heard back from Jeff in that department. Borges Gonçalo, welcome to the stream. Do I think Kubica was the best decision for Williams? And can he hold on for an entire Grand Prix, because we know his injuries? I don't think Kubica was the best choice. I mean, in terms of driving, in terms of pace, talent and all that, I think Verlaine is better, quite honestly. The thing is that there's a reason why Verlaine didn't go to Force India, right? There's something behind the doors with Verlaine. There's just something up with him, you know? Because how is it possible he keeps missing those opportunities to get a higher or a better team, you know? Like, I like Kubica a lot, but how can Verlaine keep skipping promotions? Those are basically promotions, right? Yeah, it's Verstappen up in 4th place, right on the gearbox of Raikkonen. If he can hold off for an entire Grand Prix, I think so. I think they've tested his physique. And he has done quite a lot of laps during the tests at Hungary, I think. So I think he's fit to hold on for an entire race. An entire race weekend. Otherwise, I don't think I don't think Williams would take the risk of getting him and not and him not being evaluated in terms of his endurance. By the way, probably the plan, they already got Massa alongside Stroll. Now they're going to get Kubica. So they're now going to get Kubica. So I'm guessing they just want the experience alongside Stroll, so he can learn as much as he can. What are his injuries? Well, he got, like, his arm got shattered at a rally stage on like after a season of F1 ended. He was doing a rally stage in Italy and he crashed, and like, I don't know the name of it in English, but it's probably a guardrail. I think like a guardrail went right through the car, and I think it went through his wrist or through his arm or something like that. You know, it just got his right arm. I think it was his right arm completely smashed. You can search pictures, like the guardrail entered in the front of the car and really went through the entire car. Oh, the leg as well? I didn't know about that. By the way, Starsky, welcome to the stream. First time I see you around, so hopefully you are enjoying it. No, Vettel, don't you push me like that! Come on! Oh, then he comes back and blocks me. Okay. I'm not going to have DRS. God damn it, I'm not going to lose to you guys. No, you are not going to Google like the injury. Just Google the car. You don't see any injuries. Just see the car. There's a really good photo like from behind of the car. The boot, like the door of the boot of the car is opened due to the force of the impact. The guardrail just went right through the car and opened the boot of the car. That's how strong the impact was. Like, have you ever seen a crash where a guardrail goes completely through a car? I never saw that one. But yeah, in Italy, at least from what I know, it's very close to like ravines and stuff, and the road is really narrow. So yeah, if you do a mistake, you are going to fall off a ravine. That's probably for the best that he actually got speared by the guardrail, because that held the car like not on the road, but I think you guys know what I mean. It avoided the car from going downhill. Probably Kubica would have died. I don't know. You know, I've not seen, but I know of people dying in softer race car incidents. You know. So yeah, going downhill with a car, it's not probably doesn't give you the best odds of survival. So that's probably for the best that the car got stopped by the guardrail, even though it went through the car and through his arm and leg to stop him. But oh my god, I got bumped from behind. Come on, Vettel. Yeah, these are going to be intense last 3 laps. Yeah, like that's a bit too graphic, Starsky. Yeah, that just gave me chills. Well, guys, enough of that. We still have a race to win, so let's try to focus on that for a second.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Even a Force India now caught up with the train. Oh, and oh no, I was going to say Raikkonen overtook Vettel, but that makes no sense. I don't know why I said that. Oh well. Oh, why am I coming out? See, I'm not focused. Why am I coming out of that corner in 5th gear? No, I'm gonna push you to the outside. Yeah, now I got you. Oh! Raikkonen got his nose there. Oh, he just got pushed wide from Vettel. Yeah, let's see if we can get a good traction out of the corner. Oh, yeah, that was very good compared to the AI. I think that Force India is going to overtake Verstappen, and possibly, yeah, the Force India and the Red Bull are already side by side. Raikkonen is also side by side with his teammates. He's going to have the inside line into the hairpin. Let's see how that goes. Oh, let's go. Let's see who's the latest of the late breakers. And Raikkonen, Perez, I think that's Perez, got past Verstappen even before the braking zone. And I think Raikkonen got Vettel. And this is great for me in terms of the championship. And they are now out of the DRS range. So I just need to keep my composure. I just need to keep myself on top of my head. And hopefully we can get the first win of the season in a track that I don't particularly like. I don't think I'm particularly strong at this track. Just it's come a long way in evolutions, in upgrades for the car. Oh, many ex-pilots like Gil, not Gil, but Jacques Villeneuve. Gil is the father, he's dead. He died a long time ago. So yeah, it's Jacques Villeneuve. So ex-drivers like Jacques Villeneuve and Juan Pablo Montoya have been reported to have said that that Kubica can't take an F1 car to the limit? I don't think so. Like, it was quite competitive, I think, in the test at Hungary. I don't know the truth behind those claims. I'm guessing the Williams, like the medical department and that staff of Williams, they have the medical data. They have probably they have done lots of tests to Kubica, you know, probably. So yeah, I'm going to hold on with that. I don't think they are so stupid.
This is your final lap.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I think the Williams team have the data and they made an educated choice. I just would like to know what the hell is wrong with Verline that so many teams are passing on him.
There's only one lap to
Because he's the youngest ever DTM winner, he's not slow, he got points for Sauber, so, like, why? What's wrong with him? What's that wrong about him that people don't want to work with him? I just have no idea, man. I just have absolutely no idea. Is he still even supported by Mercedes, or like in the Mercedes Young Driver program or whatever? Is he still there? I don't even know myself, so... Okay, last lap. This is going to be it. Let's get a good run out of here. Perez got up to... Wow, Perez overtook Vettel in the last lap of the Chinese Grand Prix. Okay, boys, this was a very hard race, very hard qualifying in the wet, very hard race starting the wet. We lost a lot to the top 4 because they had better, higher wings, better downforce, but we came through the field, we held our own, and now we are going to get the first win of the season. We are going to win at the Chinese Grand Prix. Woohoo! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh my god, that was a great race, man. Whew.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Haas picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing Grand Prix. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. There's been a league change at the top of the championship after a superb performance. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Sebastian Vettel. He was a class above today, just an absolute pleasure to watch.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So yeah, Perez saved our bacon in terms of the constructors, because as you can see, if Vettel got third, he would have gotten 3 more points. No, I don't want to go to the replay. I want to... come on, get out of there. If Vettel got third place, he would have gotten those 3 more points. Who first would be enough for him to be tied with me in the first place in the drivers, and also to get them tied with us in the lead of the constructors. So yeah, guys, can I go to the settings? No, I can't go to the settings. Okay, I'm going to show you guys later. Like, I haven't changed anything, and I'm going to show you guys like my settings. The only assists I use are the racing line, and I'm racing against 103 AI. I can show you guys that. So Already over 1,000 points. We smashed Tulkenberg. We actually beat him. So yeah, everyone loves me, especially the lower end teams. The weekend's total is 11,992 points. Let me just go to the assists. The only ones I have is the dynamic racing line. And the race settings, as you can see, yes, I have regular corner cutting stringency, but the AI driver level is 103. So yeah, I think that's decent at least. I think that was a good result. So we have enough points to develop the car. No, I didn't. Because Felix da Costa is not having a good season at... By the way, the question is, if Helmut Marko gave a second chance to Brandon Hartley, why couldn't he give a second chance to Antonio Felix da Costa? Well, I think Hartley has had a better resume than Felix da Costa after their departures. Well, not really their departures from the young driver program, but like Antonio Felix da Costa is basically rotting away in Formula E in not really a very competitive car, you know, so he can't really show results. I didn't follow Brandon Hartley's career, but he probably has a lot more to show than Felix da Costa probably. So yeah, I didn't want to travel to Bahrain, but well, since we got here... Oh, that's frustrating. We could have got another upgrade for the car. Well, we actually can't. We need 200 more points to get those two upgrades. Let me check the aerodynamics. No one upgraded, so we are still the best in terms of the aero package. And the chassis, we are very bad, so yeah. I'm just going first to get these two major engine power upgrades. Those two ones. And then I'll go to get some upgrades in the chassis, in the weight redistribution. I'm probably going to go minor, minor, major, and then I'll get back to maybe the power units, probably. Unless someone overtakes me in the aerodynamics, then I'll get one more upgrade to get at top of the pack in terms of the aero performance as well. So yeah, guys, this is it for the Chinese Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like button. If you did not, the dislike button is right beside it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Hit the bell icon for any notifications of whenever I'm starting a live stream or posting a video. Hope to see you guys in the next live stream, which is going to be tomorrow. I'm planning on doing at least 2 live streams tomorrow, so one at around, I have London time, I live in Portugal, so I have London time, so around 2 PM London time, I'm planning on doing a live stream, and then I'll do one other after that. Hope to see you guys there, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, see you next time.